Hey guys, Bridget here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to hire great web designers. Now, I myself have been a designer for the past 10 years, working with over 40 clients from startups all the way to Fortune 500 companies. And during this time, I also hired several designers, being both freelancers and also full-time web designers for companies. And in this video, I want to share with you some of the top hiring tips and insights that I learned over the past years and things that you have to watch out whenever you are hiring your next web designer. Now, let's get started with a first premise, and that is to understand what is their approach to research. Because a lot of the times, the number one mistake which I see people that are hiring designers is that they only focus on their visual design skills. So maybe they go on Dribbble or they visit their website portfolio and they like the aesthetics of that designer's websites. But that is only just the top of the iceberg, because when it comes to creating an effective web solution, you have to think about and really understand the business. So you want to make sure that your candidate does take the time in order to research and fully understand your business, your customers, and also your competitors, so that he can create a solution which is going to be tailored for your specific case and is results oriented in a way that is tangible. Because a lot of the times designers, they just focus or I wouldn't say as a generalization, but there's definitely a portion of designers out there which focus only on the aesthetics more than the structural and the marketing aspect. So you really want to make sure that you're hiring someone who has a good understanding and workflows when it comes to the research part of things. Now, the very next thing which I want to mention is the design process. So how do they approach the design, and essentially what is their process? So one question which I always ask is if they can guide me through their process from A to Z. So essentially how they're going to bring me to the end state, so the desired end result. And that is really, really important, because that is going to give you clarity as to the processes that designer has. So it's really important for them to also manage the process in a way where they're not reinventing the wheel each and every time that they're creating a design solution. So you want to watch out for those type of things. And this brings us to the next part, which is management. So asking question as to how do they manage then that process. So the first part is understanding the process from a high level. Then the second part is understanding exactly how they do it from a technical standpoint. So, for example, or they're using software such as Trello, Asana, ClickUp in order to manage the project and make the entire process in an easy way for both themselves, you, and also the developers. Because there's a lot of different elements when it comes to the process, and one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that by having a strong SOP, which is basically the way that you proceed when it comes to the web design, you're going to just make the whole process easier. So that's another thing which I highly recommend you to check out. So if they have any CRM or software which they use. And also another thing which you want to understand is, are they a team player? So are they just going to reach out to you directly, or whenever they're doing the research, or they're going to maybe talk with marketing, or are they willing to talk with customers in order to understand better what the insights are when it comes to your specific business. And that is going to be a very, very important part of it. So that's another thing which you'll obviously have to take in mind, and also ask them questions regarding your specific project and web design needs and goals, and see if their past experience matches your criteria when it comes to those aspects as well. So this is a bird's eye perspective as to the top elements which I always go through whenever I'm interviewing a new potential web designer. And I also want to remind you that I recently launched a service business, which is giliodesigns.com. And over there you can find design specific services which I provide with my team. And if you're interested in creating or bringing your design to the next level, I would be happy to have a chat with you and see if we're a good fit. And otherwise, I can refer you to one of the many professionals that I acquired in my network over the past decade. So really hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the very next video.